As a high-value man, you must know how to interact with your womenfolk. You should be able to excite them, add energy into their lives, and make being around you an experience for her. Many men live bleak, sedentary lives, so it's a no-brainer that their women end up leaving them. When a woman joins your journey, she's expecting to be in for an adventure. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should quit your jobs and focus on just living fun, exciting lives. That's unrealistic and defeats the purpose. Keep in mind, when you choose the lows of your life, whether it's working that extra shift or grinding more hours in your study, life will naturally bring you the highs. But when you prioritize being selective in your highs, then don't be surprised when your life is normalized with the lows. It's just how the balance is maintained. But I digress. Brothers, whatever lives you're living, you can, and I'm putting emphasis on the can, that you can make your life have bursts of excitement, which gets your woman more and more attracted to you. I'm going to tell you only a few ways you can do so, but the world is your playground. Be creative and bring those sparks into your life. They'll make you magnetic. Number 1, have a real passion for something. The best thing about passion is, it can be about literally anything in the world. Sure, it's cool to have a passion to save the world or cure an incurable disease, but realistically speaking, most of us aren't going to be living those lives. If we were tasked with burdens like those, they wouldn't be fun. They'd just be responsibilities, which, by the way, we'd be highly unqualified for. So, when I talk about passion, it has to be tailored specifically to you and only you. It's something you should be able to write pages on, and if those pages fell on a busy street, any reader would immediately be able to tell that it must have been written by you, since you're the bloke who's crazy about this niche idea. So tell me, do you have anything right now you're truly passionate about? Something you do in your day where you're not a passive participator but an active director? For some, they're really passionate about their work and career, but others also hold similar passion for a hobby, whether it's painting, rock climbing, or simply cycling. Passion is when, for example, a cyclist who'd spend his free time searching up different bikes, gear, or any nearby event they could participate in. He'd always be sharing bike trivia, which others end up expecting of him. Don't waste your weekends procrastinating. That's your time to actually feel alive and live out your dreams. With that comes our next point, and that's to kiss your woman on the forehead. Let me tell you this. There is nothing that turns a woman on more than assertiveness and confidence. Sure, you can kiss her wherever you want, but when you kiss her forehead, you're showing her that she's safe with you and that you'll take care of her. Take note, I'm not the one saying this. I asked a few of my female counterparts on which kiss truly excites them, and the answer is always the neck or the forehead. While the neck kiss is usually to entice someone, kissing her forehead is what'll truly have her fall blindly for you. Therefore, make sure you're not skipping on it. After that comes a really important step in having her see you in the best of lights, and that's to simply be kind to strangers. Way too many women have told me this literal requirement they have for me to not fill you in on it. When you're out on your cute little date with that cute little chick, know that she's silently observing you the entire time. She's seeing how you interact with others, how you treat the waiters, and what sort of a man you are in general. The biggest turnoff for a woman is when the guy is a jerk and thinks he's better than others. The only reason I'm telling you this is because a lot of young men are under this impression that they have to come off as jerks to seem like alphas who women would be attracted to. That couldn't be further from the truth. Next comes the importance of maintaining good eye contact. As a man, I don't want to see you looking away when you're staring at that girl directly. Disclaimer, don't stare at her creepily from distances, please. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is when there's something between the two of you, you're standing and conversing. Don't be the one who has to constantly look away for, quote unquote, not making it too awkward. Women usually tend to maintain eye contact with those she's interested in. When you're with her, be grounded enough to maintain proper eye contact. She's going to eventually give in a little and become sporadic with it, and that's natural. Number 5, be the quiet, confident type. This is for my introverted brothers out there. Listen closely. Being introverted is no excuse for not being confident. You actually have the opportunity to possess the best kind of confidence, quiet confidence. Quiet confidence means you can chime and engage to 100% when you believe your input is beneficial, but then being cool with taking the back seat when it isn't. This gives you the opportunity to actually analyze your thoughts more effectively than most. You'll notice most big-time leaders possessing this trait. Truth be told, it's essential in many circumstances. If you look at most problems many face, they could easily be avoided if one simply thought a little harder before speaking or acting. And guess what? Quiet confidence also makes you incredibly more attractive. Lastly, take care of your hygiene. I'm not sure where the association of masculinity with being unhygienic started from, but wherever it did, it needs to be catapulted back. Coming off as unhygienic shows that you can barely even take care of yourself, let alone anybody else. Plus, it just makes you intolerable to be around, like when you're reeking or have food stuck between your teeth. Brothers, take care of your hygiene. Get a haircut at least once a month. Keep your nails trimmed. Don't skip out on manscaping and grooming your facial hair. These are just some of the essentials that each and every one of us has to be on. You also have to make sure you're dressing well. Don't expect her to show you off to her friends or maybe get you to meet her parents when you look like a mess. It's just not happening. You got to show your value to others, and that happens by taking care of yourself. With that said, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you support the channel down below by hitting the like and subscribing for more upcoming content. See you in the next one. Stay blessed.